to hello everyone and welcome back to the Odious Soul for another edition of Hump Day Hangouts. Today is one of 2 days called the Day of the Dead. And yesterday was Halloween. So we have lots to be festive about and talk about anxiously, right? But anyway, if you don't know who I am Shannon. If you do, then you should already know that you can find me everywhere, all over the place on social media as Odious Soul, including right here where you found me. Boom. And you are, sir?
Mike, Twisty Rider on Instagram and
TikTok.
That's the thing. I'm very hip with the,
And the lady with the magical
social
disappearing
media.
ears is
Oh, I'm Amanda, and I'm a cat because it's the day after Halloween. Meow. And you can find me on TikTok and Instagram and
just not
Discord.
Facebook.
Just not Facebook. And stay fast and weird.
Oh my goodness. All right. So anyway, it's been a long week already for myself. I'm not even gonna lie. Like my head is everywhere. Work has been crazy busy. And then plus we had like an amazing day Sunday. We went motorcycle riding all throughout North Georgia Mountain Sunday, like all day long. It was incredible.
It was quite lovely.
We tried to go up to, what was it called?
Brasstown Bald, which is the tallest point in Georgia.
Yeah, we got like 1.7 miles away, and then like traffic was stuck. I guess you had to pay to get up there or whatever. And on the motorcycle with like a steep incline, like it just was not like, yeah, we gave up after a while.
Found a little parking lot. You could still see a pretty view. We're like, this is good enough.
Yep, I guess this is fine. This is fine. And then Halloween. Let's talk about Halloween. So Halloween was yesterday. Amanda, what did you do for Halloween?
Yesterday, well, it was cold and a little rainy here, and they did trick-or-treating over the weekend.
Okay.
So me and Philip just cozied up and watched movies because that's my boy. And he had like a Halloween party on Monday at school, so we did that. I mean, we did various holiday activities over the last 2 weeks with the kids. Like I did like, oh my God, my daughter is 14. We went to the Fright Factory in Philly. It's in South Philly. It's like in the most hood areas of South Philly, but I had been there before. I really like it. It's awesome if you get to go. However, I took her and her friend, and I love this friend of hers, and she lost her phone in this like 3 mile walk in this like Fright Factory thing, right? Like in this attraction. And so we get to the car. She asked her friend, "Hey, do you have my phone?" She's like, "No, I gave it back to you." And I was like, "Oh my God, here we go." So we go all the way back, and I'm like, "Hey, my dumbass daughter lost her phone in your attraction." He's like, okay. And he like radios it in and he has somebody go find it. So we wait for like 20 minutes and they fucking found her phone. It was a miracle, but good for her. And she was like, this kid, how teenagers are, oh my God. She's like crying. I'm like, dude, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. If we have to, we'll get you another one. Not a big deal. It's just a phone. But she's like, nah. Yeah, right. It's like blubbering. But I mean, other than that, it was a great night. We had so much fun. And then like I did a hayride with Philip sometime last week with my niece and stuff. Like we've done things. I just didn't do anything yesterday because fuck it. It was cold.
Well, Sophie went trick-or-treating, and then
There's like nothing going on.
yeah, like apparently there wasn't a lot of trick-or-treat. Like we got to figure out where the good neighborhoods are. You need to go.
Mm.
But okay, so like the first year in this house, I got candy just in case we got trick-or-treaters, and I had like a total of 6 trick-or-treaters come to the door. I was so excited.
Aw.
I'm like, that's it. Next year, I'm gonna go bigger, better. I'm like,
So
yep.
we're stuck with more candy.
Yes, the next year thing I'm gonna buy like actual candy bars, because maybe if they know that I'm the house with the real candy bars, like I'll start getting more people every year. I don't know. It's a
Right
thought.
on.
Or otherwise I become a curmudgeon and I just stop doing it altogether. I mean, that's the other option.
I'm all for curmudgeon then.
All right. So let's see here. Drinks. What are you drinking, Amanda?
Tea.
Yes, green tea. I didn't make it myself today. I was on the phone a little bit after I got home
Boo.
from work, so I didn't have a chance to do my cool things.
Boo. Where's the fancy
Well,
tea?
we're being a little naughty tonight.
Oh no. Now I have
Last
no
week,
teeth. I just finished it.
I drank some tequila and seltzer, but it hit me like so hard. So
Very
tonight I was like, I don't want to sip on tequila and seltzer. So I'm making Mike do a shot of Fireball with me.
in our
Ugh. Eh.
And
Ugh.
a little taco, as this is from the Baltimore Taco Festival, actually. But he's got
taco
like a sugar
heaven
skull,
awaits.
which goes with Day of the Dead. Good
Yes.
choice to shot glasses. All right, well, cheers.
Cheers. And there it is.
Yeah,
All right.
your voice cracked and
And water.
everything. That's great.
And water. And water.
Oh my goodness.
I got the water. The ice water. I love the ice water.
All right. So I guess I want to save the Day of the Dead stuff for a little bit later because I might get a little emotional. But I know Amanda, you have a dream you want to tell us about.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Before we go into the dream too, we got to make sure we talk about the M209. And there's some other stuff too, motorcycle stuff we got to talk about. But first, let's talk about your dream. Give it to us.
okay. So I had this dream like 2 nights ago. I didn't tell anybody about it. Like I kept it to myself, surprisingly. One of the few things.
Wait,
Dude, I woke up from this.
Are we
Huh?
the first?
We're
Are
the
we the first
first?
to hear?
Yeah, nobody's heard this. I've kept it to myself this whole time because it's fucking wild, okay? And it felt so real in the moment. And it's about an ex, unfortunately. I don't have bad blood with this person, of course, but like, oh my God, oh, it's so weird. So I had a dream that I went to Virginia for riding or something, and I just, I was invited to hang out with the person who lived in Virginia, right? And I was like, yeah, whatever. They have a girlfriend. This won't be weird, and I'll meet their girlfriend too. Like this is happening in the dream. I wouldn't even do this for real. I'd be like, no, thank you, sir, but thank you. Um, so I go there, and it's this, welcome me in. We all sit down. They're making dinner, whatever, just like normal friend stuff, right? And then I'm sitting down talking to his girlfriend. Cool ass chick. So it seems. But as the dream goes on and progressively, she starts looking less and less feminine and more masculine. Like she's starting to get a strong jawline. And I'm thinking, I'm not like what people call transphobic or anything. I don't give a fuck. Just be happy and don't push it on me and don't get upset if I get your pronoun wrong because I just don't know, maybe. I don't know. I mean, well, but I'm cool, whatever. So I'm like in the street, I'm like, huh, that's weird. And I'm taking note, right? Still having this conversation, whatever it is. And he comes over and sits down next to her and I, like she's in the center. And I'm like sitting sideways and they're sitting and he goes to, oh, you close your legs, they can see. And I was like, what? Well, a dick, okay? It's a dick. And I'm like, what the fuck? But as he bends over to like touch her or his knee, I'm like, Matt, are you wearing a bra? He's wearing this lacy, silky bra, looking way better than me, by the way. But I'm a chubby chaser, so this tracks. So I'm just like, and then he starts looking more feminine, but with a shaved head, like Sinead O'Connor. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, and like in my dream, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I'm just like, what's happening? Like, I'm not judging it. I'm just really confused.
All right, so so what do you think this dream means, basically? Like, what do
So
you?
that's the problem I've been having. So I woke up and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It felt real for like 2 days. Like it happened over the weekend or something. Like this was a real memory. And dreams get like that sometimes. These things happen. And I'm like, I wonder if there's a deeper subconscious meaning because I like things like this and I just can't figure it out. Cause like, I don't hate this person. I'm glad that this person is happy with their this new person. I wish happiness, right? It just didn't work, whatever. So like I don't have any bad feelings and I don't really care to think about that person either because I'm doing my own thing and I'm very happy. So I'm just like, what the fuck, brain? Like what has happened? Like I don't I don't know, man. And the whole train.
Kind of weird to have like really vivid dreams because like our bodies want to be like hibernating, like we want to go into hibernation right now. So like I know
Yeah,
mine
yeah.
crazy. Like during the day, I've been like thinking a lot about my kid who passed away,
Aw.
and like she actually appeared in one of my dreams, and like I was so happy to see her in my dream. And then like the same old like Sammy shit came up, and just all of a sudden I'm full
Yeah.
of anxiety and stress. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, when I wake up and I'm thinking about this dream, I'm like, did she appear in my dream just to remind me of like what a headache she could be? And just like, is it a reminder to just like stop like thinking about her and like getting emotional over her? And just remember to live, and enjoy like this
Yeah.
that I'm in right now because I'm like, I have never been this happy in my life, and it freaks me out sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like,
I know. I see all your stuff all the time, and I'm so happy and proud of you both. You both look super happy. It's great.
it's like, but I have PTSD because so much shit in my life has happened that I'm not used to things being okay. Like I'm just waiting.
I'm about to fuck some shit up. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm waiting.
Just so I
What
can.
are you fucking up?
I'm waiting
I don't
for
know.
a pipe to burst. I'm waiting
I'm-
for the house to burn down. I'm
Oh.
waiting for like him to
The
just
bad
wake up
thing?
one day and be like, nope, I don't want you anymore. Bye. I'm out of here. Like I'm just like my.
You know what's
like,
funny? You know what's really funny
What?
is she's like been on this kick that one day I'm going to just decide I want to be a woman. So with with your dream now, like what is up with you guys and thinking about guys as women and
Dude. Well, to be fair, that guy was a little feminine, if you will, like had an outwardly masculine appearance, but not very masculine in personality. So I think that could have been part of it, but I don't know. I don't know, bro. There's something wrong with me.
I mean, I feel like Mike is very like secure in who he is, and sometimes he has no problem like dancing and playing with femininity because like
Oh, I know.
oh
because he's very
He's
man.
secure in
super
who
gay.
he is.
I totally goodbye.
Not that he has ever worn ladies
I
stuff
totally
at
goodbye
all, like,
horses Silence of the Lambs heard the other night.
yeah, he does stuff like that, like, and it's hilarious because he cracks me up and it's so funny. But like there's times where I'm just like, God, like, is that like the PTSD stuff? Like, how is this going to end? Like, what's going to happen? Like, what's the trigger? Like,
Yeah.
Mike gonna be like, you know what? I really want boobs. I'm gonna go get a boob job. Like,
Dude, that'd be great.
I literally
I
complain
love
about my
boobs.
boob pits like all the time. What on earth makes you think I want actual real boobies?
I don't know. Even if you did, I still wouldn't be allowed to touch them.
Yes, they're off limits all the time, all day, every day, man, female.
How dare you go and get titties and you don't let anybody play with them?
I won't even play with them.
Why?
If he got titties, he would totally be playing with them.
Maybe in like the
time.
shower.
Definitely a sin. That's not acceptable behavior, dude. As a man, you should know.
I mean, come on, like as a woman, I mean, it's not like it's all we do is just play with our boobies. And we don't play with them like other people play with them, but like they're there. Like
I mean, sure.
you find yourself like with a hand in a weird place and you're just like, oh, it feels good. But anyway,
So
let's talk
sometimes,
about that
so,
MTO9.
am I gonna like what? Am I gonna like come in the room and see you like flicking your titty or something sometime? Be like,
It's not
Oh,
what we do. It's not what we do.
No.
Anyway, let's talk about that MTO9.
I'm
So
excited.
first, let me just say how disappointed I was. Okay. So this morning, like I'm sipping on my first cup of coffee this morning. And Mike is like, I might have sent you the wrong picture, but I sent you the new MTO9. Well, my head was thinking R9. And so when
R9.
Yamaha did they did trademark
they
R9 or
the R9 and everything. So we've been waiting for an R9 for as long as I've been riding a motorcycle, like a year and a half. Not that long for me, but still.
I have a theory.
But so in my head, I'm expecting the R9, but it took hours because work was just so crazy till I finally saw it. And then I'm like, this isn't an R9. And then I'm like, I misheard him, or my brain misheard him. So the MTO9, pretty much not a lot's changed. Same engine, new
Seems
headlights.
typical.
Yeah, new headlights.
I like the headlights. This is the
They
first
look-
time I've even heard of it.
they look
So like
really
I just
good.
Googled it. It looks
The rear sets are adjustable. The handlebars are adjustable, like height.
Two big deal things. A lot of bikes aren't like they don't come with adjustable handlebars. They don't come with adjustable rear sets. So that's a big deal for Yamaha. But I expect Yamaha to do these things. Let's be fair.
I mean, they should. I mean, more manufacturers should at least have some kind of adjustability because they'd sell a
I'll
lot
tell
more.
you.
But
Oh, they would. Well, not only that. So like I remember both of my '07 GSX-Rs had clip-ons as stock. They also had adjustable rear sets, mildly adjustable, not as adjustable as I would like.
even just
But
like
they've been doing it for years.
like like Ducati, the 749, as long as you didn't get like the dark, which is like the base model,
Yeah.
had like there's 2 or 3 adjustments for the rear sets. You can set the seat. There's 3 positions for the seat adjustment. Like,
Whoa. Wait, what is this Y Connect app? I didn't know there was smartphone capabilities on bikes. When the
all
hell was
bikes
that?
oh my effort. That's like
19 and I don't have that.
Even like the Moto Guzzi's at my work have like
it's garbage, but they work. I mean, it kind of works. So a friend of mine, he hooked his phone up to his V85, and he could see, like I called him, he could see I was calling him, but he couldn't answer or like text or like he could just see like someone's trying to call me. But it is nice because you can hook up your you can do it to your map app, so like the directions will pop up on your screen.
So you have navigation.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, I mean, I can't
But
imagine that a motorcycle company would be like, yeah, they should totally answer their phone while they're riding. Like, let's totally promote this. Like,
well, I mean,
it's probably a safety thing.
everybody's got the earpiece thing now. So
Yeah, I don't.
now the only problem with the when you do with a lot of these app stuff, like with the map and everything, is it just tells it pops up like, oh, left turn and 0.2 mile or whatever. It's not like it's the actual map. So if you want the actual map, you still need an actual navigation device. But
yeah, I know.
For sure, yeah.
Bad, like
So
phone up on your
I don't have anything fancy. I just have my phone and it's perfect. The only bad thing is like if I have like an AirPod in, and then like Sophie calls me and then like Siri's like, Sophie Kephart is calling you. Would you like to answer? And then I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, hey, Sophie, I'm riding a motorcycle. I can't hear you right now. But I try. Just in case like she's burning a house down or something. I want to know.
Yeah, of course. So I'm also reading this and they have this engine has a cross plane crankshaft too.
It's the triple's always been a cross plane. It just doesn't get the grumble because it's not a 4-cylinder.
Yeah. So I kind of gathered that reading that. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I always thought it was just like the inline fours.
No, because also the cross plane is just like they fire on.
Yeah. Fires quarter turns that I have.
The Mustangs have cross plane cranks engines as well.
They do, and that's why they sound sick, but they're garbage cars.
No. The Mustang is the GSX-R of cars.
Garbage.
Great comparison, actually.
Because it
is a great comparison. Unfortunately,
they are fantastic cars. They're great at the racetrack, drag, or road racing. They're good at everything, but they run over pedestrians like every single car meet.
This is true.
We have guys that ride, that drive them responsibly and fast and appropriately, and then you have the guys that do burnouts and run people over.
There are some Mustangs down here in the Atlanta area, by the way.
Oh no!
And
Chargers and Challengers outweigh Mustangs like 10-1.
No, remember when we were coming back from the other thing, there was like just Mustang after Mustang after Mustang.
The Mustangs sound like Chewbacca.
I feel attacked.
Why do you feel attacked?
I got a Mopar.
Because I like my.
Because of the car she has.
I know, but
and she used to have a GSX-R.
When I met her and she's like, I'm with her bald ass front tires and couldn't get up my driveway.
Yeah, you should see how bald my tires are right now. I got new tires a year ago, but I put like 60,000 miles on my car since I got tires. Yeah, I drive a lot. That's all the traveling I did for riding. Oh wait, it was 2 years ago. I'm lying. No, it was a year and a half ago. We'll say something like that. Either way, I put a lot of yeah. My tires are bald. Ask Chris. He makes fun of me. Ew.
Should we blame Virginia for that?
Yeah. Yeah, that and traveling to Summit Point Motorsports Park. Yeah, yeah, which is also, well, that's
Not
West Virginia, but
that
yeah.
far.
It's about the same distance
Like,
as
what,
Virginia.
4 hours?
No, no. So Summit is a half hour closer than Manassas. If that, it might not even be that. It was only a half hour from Manassas to Summit Point, so I was there all the time.
No, she lives in like the dumb part of New Jersey where you have to drive like 3 hours to actually get anywhere other than
That's
New
not true. I'm 45 minutes from everything. I'm dead center of South Jersey. I'm so
Oh,
close to everything.
but you still have to go up to the bridge and then you gotta pay $5 to cross the
No, no,
bridge.
no, 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 sir. I go across to the bridge. I don't have to go up. I go like 20 miles to Delaware Memorial and go anywhere. And I don't do anything up north other than go to OVRP, which that's a fucking 3 hour trek all the way up there to, it's like right past the Oranges.
What's OVRP?
Oak Valley Race Park, and they do karts. So they have a kart track there, so we do mini GP up there, and then they also have a flat track on premises, so we'd like go back and forth through both.
Where is that at?
It's in New, so it's
New York,
if
right?
you go past the Oranges in New Jersey, it's right like the farthest part of New Jersey, like the tip.
Wait, the
Well,
Orange
for you guys,
is?
Oranges. Yes, those are towns in New Jersey. West Orange, East Orange. Yeah, so the Oranges.
No,
All the way up in North Jersey.
I thought you said orange jizz. Like
she did say oranges.
Oh, orange jizz? No, you dirty, dirty woman.
Like, I don't like Jersey. I mean, but like I was like, wait, like I mean,
You
it
know
wouldn't
what?
surprise me if Jersey did have some orange jizz someplace. I can't lie. So
Yeah, it's in like the mountains in New York, right where it kisses New Jersey. But I thought of orange jizz, and then I thought to myself, do gingers give out orange jizz? Is that what comes out of their ginger dicks?
No, I can confirm that I do not produce orange jizz.
But you don't have a wiener, I don't think.
I still produce stuff. I mean,
oh yeah. Okay, that's fair. Okay.
I might have known a male ginger here and there, and
we've got way off topic, by the way.
So okay, we were at the now where are we going?
My theory.
Your theory.
Which theory?
Theory.
On what?
Because why she got like, so Yamaha, they trademarked the R9 and she was all excited about it, but the R9 is never going to happen.
So okay, so here's my thing. Okay, so like we have the whole super sport category. So like we have the R6, all right, which
is a dying breed,
which apparently is, you can't buy,
unfortunately
it's only for track only, but they're still available, but nobody's buying them because we have this whole next generation in the super sport like racing category. And we are blaming
American
Ducati for that because Ducati sucks. Okay, Ducati's like God, but they ruin it for everybody else. Is that an accurate? Are you gonna be happy with that statement?
No. Okay, so
I would normally agree that it is, but
Summit,
I can't.
But my thing is like, how can Yamaha produce an R9 that would fit the super sport class? And it led down this whole rabbit hole of like numbers and stuff that, you know, I just went,
we're
gonna let Mike
this rabbit hole
cover it now.
This rabbit hole is like,
wait a second. An R9, what engine? We're not talking about an inline engine, clearly. We're talking about
so that's the thing. So Yamaha trademarked the R9 like years ago.
It wouldn't be a super sport. I guess it could be, because
but now
R7, same engine, right? So obviously, if they do an R9, they would want to do the MT09 engine, right?
But they can't race that. They can't race it.
You can't race it. Yeah,
because it has to be. It can be a 600 inline 4, or the next gen super sport, which is a 750 inline 4, or a 765 triple, or a 800 twin, or not, sorry, 950 twin, because that's what the Panigale is.
I'm just going to interject here and just tell you that Suzuki did that best with their 750. By the way,
is it wouldn't.
I'm just being a jixer, bro.
what is the next thing Yamaha's going to do in order to fit into the next gen super sport category?
They're gonna try too hard and fuck up for a few years. That's what's gonna happen until they get it
So
right.
these are
But
their
are they,
options. These are
or
their
are they just going
options.
to wait until those like next gen things like, you know, evolve enough to where they can fit one of their things that's already, you know, in place in?
Because it would have to, all they would do is just keep going up in numbers. So basically what Yamaha has to do is if they do want an R9, great, they can do an R9, but then they can't run the engine they currently have. I mean, they could, they just can't race it.
Yeah.
So they can do an R9 with the MT09 engine and run with it and just be like, hey, here's the R9, come and get it. You can't do anything with it besides track days and look cool, but people will buy it.
You can ride it on the street.
Yeah, so look cool. Like you can go like
God,
that.
yeah, sure.
So people will
See,
buy it.
I don't think more
Or-
CCs is gonna solve.
Well, no.
I'm sorry.
Or
It doesn't equal getting faster on the track. It's so stupid. I
well,
think
no.
this
So
is
they
a
can.
big dick game
So
they shouldn't be playing.
They can do the end. They can either just say, forget it. Here is our R9 with the MT09 engine. Take it for what it is. You can't race it though. It's not homologated for racing.
Yes.
Or they can they can do an R9 still, but then they have to make a whole new engine and probably do a parallel twin 900 so that still meet regulations. Or what I propose, the best idea for Yamaha to do, and this is brilliant and I love it. And okay, make a real Yamaha, like a real reimagined R7, because Yamaha made the R7, which was a 750 inline four back in the day, and it was fantastic. So do an inline four 750 Yamaha R7. Then take the R7 that we know these days, R7S, because they have already done an R6 and R6S.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that, entry level, like, hey, here's the R7S. You can still race it in twins. It's still a great bike.
Mm-hmm.
But here's our new super sport bike and 750 inline four, and they just kill it like they did, Brembo brakes, all in suspension, like, all the electronic gizmos and gadgets and all that stuff, because that's
you know how I feel about that.
I know it had to be fly by wire, which will be no problem. And unfortunately, true super sports are a dying breed because of emissions.
I agree.
You can't run, like, since emissions are so stringent now, you can't run a 600.
Wait, when you speak of emissions, are you speaking of like out in the world, or are you speaking of racing?
Out in the
like
world,
race restrictions. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. I want to know about race restrictions.
That's what dictates.
Yeah, because they have to race a streetable bike in a way.
They have to be homologated.
I hear you.
So
that makes
and I'm blaming Ducati for being like, oh, please let our V2 race, which is a 950, V twin. And then Suzuki's like, well, if they can run a 900, we can't. Why can't we run our 750s? And then they're like, okay, fine. And then the poor Yamahas are like, what about us? We're on 600 inline fours. They're like, oh, these are the next gen bikes. This is the next gen super sport.
Yeah, we have to like tone down the next gens, to make sure they're compatible with.
So super sport, old ones. I give 2 more years of super sport with bikes as we know it, of 600s, before they go. It's going to be all 750s, 765s, which realistically they should probably let higher triples, because a 750 inline four, and I guess it's about the same. So yeah, Kia 765, 750, 765s, and 950 twins, and that's going to be the grids for super sport.
I've always said it on the street and on the track. The 750 is a perfect bike.
What the hell?
I hate to admit, the 600s are just so peaky. Like I love my 600.
Yeah, they are peaky. The 750 is a perfect bike. It's a perfect bike. Perfect balance.
I love my proper super sport.
I love my twin.
Oh, your Triumph, your British fucking.
Look,
send it back to the UK.
Look, it's just
Actually, it's a pretty sick bike.
Emissions suck, and the only thing the manufacturers can do is bump up displacement, and
But it's like, how much can you do that before it's not a? I mean, and this is the debate, I'm sure. Like, I mean, it's this reminds me, and I know it's not exactly the same, okay, but this reminds me back in the late '90s, early 2000s, where they had Honda and Suzuki, and everybody's trying to be fucking showing the whipping the dicks out, swinging them around. Like, look how many CCs I can put on a bike. Now I've made it a comfy couch and not a sport bike. And then you end up with a Hayabusa and a bunch of super Gixxer Bros, which are the worst. Busa Bros are the worst. And then the Honda Blackbird, which was not sick at all. I mean, it was sick for its moment, but like now it's like
it
whatever.
was
I
it
roll.
was awesome. And then
It
you
was.
can't bring up Honda and not bring up the Hurricane, because
Ah,
that
yeah,
was
you're
like
not
the
wrong.
first true super sport. It was awesome.
True that.
Right. Mike,
Not wrong.
shots. So
Woo.
wish us luck.
Oh my god.
No, right? Like, what is this
Like
from?
Like fish.
This is it, then. It's like bedtime.
Yeah, yeah, look. I don't know what that's like.
Bedtime?
No, I just do hard drugs only. I don't do drinking. Oh, speaking of drinking, I'm going to a wedding this weekend, so I might drink a little. I've been toying with the idea because I've been messy and depressy for a few days
Didn't you
because
drink
I'm a
like the
female.
Writers Club thing at the end of last season?
The banquet? Oh yeah, I actually just sent Chris the video yesterday. I think it was of me and my friend Chris Alenardo, the one that was on the podcast before. I love Chris. He's the best. Such a sweet guy. But he was really drunk on his octane boosters. I was fucking twisted and we were dancing and I was like falling over my heels basically, but it was kind of funny. Like it was funny. It was cool.
Did
But
you crest 5 foot with your heels on?
huh?
Had
Did you
shorts.
crest 5 foot with your heels on?
I think I was 5'2" with heels. It was cute. I looked a little taller. It felt good to be on a normal height.
You should get like the big old platform.
Oh, I have them. My daughter made me buy them the other day. Hold on. I got them somewhere.
Now, how tall is your daughter compared to you?
She's 5'1", 5'2", something like that. I bought these.
Wow.
See, I have shoes like that.
You know
but
what those shoes look like?
I'm afraid to wear them around Mike. I'm afraid to make him feel
I am quite
Emasculated?
yes.
See, I'm lucky. I can wear as high heels as I want, and I can never emasculate Chris because he is 6'3".
Yeah,
sure.
like
Those shoes look like dick stomping shoes.
Oh, I would never stomp a dick.
Those
Like,
look like,
that's not what you stomp dicks with, sweetie.
well, I don't know, but
I
You
obviously,
need a good stiletto heel
Yeah.
for that kind of
ooh,
stuff.
like a pointy one, like a real digger.
no,
Like especially in like the testicles. Like that's
no more testy talk, because ow.
you're the one brought it up.
Well,
Hello.
yeah, normal dick stomping, not dick impaling. Start calling you Vlad.
That's a good one. Vlad the Impaler. Yeah,
I'm a
good time.
girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways,
Anyways,
so yeah, Honda, Kawasaki, who can make the biggest, best bike, and now Kawasaki's got the H2, which
Oh, that H2 is so sick, though.
I don't like the base H2.
I'm sorry, not the H2, but the H2R. Yeah.
I don't even like the H2R. I like the H2SX because that's like the touring one. I'm 40 years old. I'm old.
All
I want to be
right, old
comfortable.
man.
I want to be able to set my cruise at 140 and just go across the country
140, a comfortable, modest 140
and
cruise
just
control,
cruise
open
across the
throttle.
country.
yeah, let me tell you, like
Sick.
since he's turned 40, he's like aged like a decade. I swear to God. Like it's insane.
Look, I
Oh, is that what
I had to
happens?
do a test ride on RSV4, and our test ride loop is 6 miles. I came back broken.
Yeah,
I
that
can't
bad?
ride. I can't ride the RSV4 anymore. It kills me.
Oof.
Why? What is it
Jeez.
about?
It's just it's so aggressive, and it's like one of the least aggressive bikes. But give me a Tuono all day. Oh. And
That's
not the
kind of funny.
factory, because the factories have an inch lower riser. Base Tuono, you get that 2-inch riser. You get a comfier seat.
Yeah.
You get a real back seat because like the back seat that comes on the factory is basically a piece of plastic that is like squishy.
Yeah.
Squishy?
Well, squishy is a loose term. Like it has a squish, but like it feels like this cardboard. Like if you push the cardboard, that's what the back seat that comes with the
I
factory.
would. I'm gonna interrupt you. This is the most I've heard you talk on a podcast in ever or the longest time. This is interesting and I like it.
It's funny, isn't it? Like maybe like him next to me, and then like I think the fireball shot like just got me to be quiet. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, got you quiet and got me chatty
See,
and
see, I can't drink tequila because then I want to like dominate everything. If I drink fireball, I'm like all like over here in the corner, like go ahead, take it. I'm just gonna like
good
sit
thing
here.
it's not vodka.
This
Uh,
dynamic is so interesting. Like it's like when you do the same thing over and over, you're like, yeah, okay. But this is like exciting and new.
You know what it is? It's the shirt because I look
You know
professional.
what? He just his shoulders look so broad and everything, and he just feels so strong. Like when he stands in the shirt, like there's a whole different personality that comes out of him.
Really?
The comments made about this before we started the live is why I busted out in laughter. I couldn't hold it. I was
Wait,
what he
what?
said,
What I
I
said
don't want to
before,
say
like right before we went live, what I said about
What?
this shirt.
What'd you say about the shirt?
I said if I get this shirt, you're gonna jump my bones. And then I came home in a shirt.
So busy like hitting the live
yeah,
button.
you were being like podcast commander in the corner, and he says this, and I'm just like, and you're like, we're going live, and I'm like, fuck, and then I just couldn't hold it in because it was so
Oh,
funny.
is that why you were like giggling or whatever when I went live?
Yeah.
Seriously, like because he feels confident in the shirt, like he projects.
Yeah.
So
I don't
he
think that's
walks.
it at all.
He
Isn't
walks
that the
in room,
best?
like, look, it's me, and then I can't help but like look at him. You know?
I
Of course, yeah, dude. I
put a
know that
wig
as a
on
female.
yesterday.
Yeah, the other day we were trying on like we're trying to get Sophie a Halloween costume, and I have all kinds of fun things to play with. So I brought up my bag of wigs, and Sophie made
Oh,
Daddy try on every single wig. And my Snapchat, like my Snapchat story was full of some super fun ones. Yeah.
word.
I was the cover of a romance dirty novel.
He literally like when I said that, he literally like stopped, took off the wig, then took off his shirt, then put the wig back on, and then posed. It was hilarious. And then another
That's
one
great.
was the Kenny G one.
Kenny G.
That one made I made what did I say? I said something about humps or lumps or bumps or something, and then all of a sudden he's singing Fergie and he's shaking his booty, like
Oh, Jesus Christ.
all like twerking it, and it was
I have no
Did
idea.
you stuff a bra? Did you stuff a bra
no,
for yourself?
No.
we did not feminize this at all. This was purely masculine wig humor. Okay, like the one was like
Masculine wig.
Sophie was like makes you look like you're in Motley Crue, like an old man Motley Crue.
Yo, gray hair, like
Long,
one gray hair on me
shaggy
is gonna look
hair.
awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna be hot when he's
Nice.
old. Yeah, he is. But
Yeah, isn't that so fucked how men look super hot as they get old? And I'm over here like, I look like an old bag and I'm only 34 and every year it gets worse and my turkey neck. I get so sad. And then I look at men and I'm like, God damn it, they're getting hotter the older they get. And then you get a little bit of gray hair and you're like, fuck, you suck. Like,
men don't look at women once they're over 55.
I
Like,
look
they just
at
don't.
all women, so
I was gonna say, I look at women.
You're just a pervert. It's different.
You know how many times I've been called a pervert in the last month? It's absurd, really.
That's why we're all friends, Amanda.
Look,
you know this, right?
Pervert or
Yes.
not, all guys look at all women because
I mean, and we look at all women too because we're judging them us against them. Like,
yeah, constantly comparing ourselves. It's a sickness. It
do
sucks.
I look at all men? No way, because most of them aren't attractive. Why would I look at them? Because they're all gross.
Yeah, most men. You're right. Most men. It's funny. I look at more attractive women throughout a day. Let's say a work day, because I see a lot of people, and I'm like, yo, she's got a nice rack. Oh, she's got a pretty face. She got a nice booty. But like, it might not be a sexual. It's not always a sexual attraction when it's with women. I'm just like, yo, she's beautiful. And sometimes I tell them because I would want somebody to tell me if they think I'm pretty because it makes people feel good about themselves and maybe it'll make their day better, right? But I look at dudes all day long and I'm like, ugh. Or I just like they don't
It's a
exist.
lot. It takes a lot for a woman to like for me to be like, whoa, like sexually attracted to a woman. But like most of the time I'm like, all right, like especially down here, because you know, there's a lot more diversity down here. And let me tell you what, some of this diversity wears a lot of stuff that I myself would never have thought about wearing. But because like they're wearing it and they're owning it, it's making me feel more comfortable in my body because I'm like,
oh yes.
damn, I can look just as good as that, definitely. Or I could probably look even a little bit better than that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I think, you know, growing up and living in a red county in Maryland where everybody's like Christian and white, like, you know, you do feel judged and it puts you in a little box and you're like, you know, very self-conscious. And down here, I don't know, I feel like my self-esteem's definitely gone up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I feel that when I walk into every Amazon warehouse ever at work because people come in wearing pajamas for work or they wear like the wildest things and you just look at them like
Amazon
you
doesn't have
walked
like
out of the house.
dress.
Oh, no, absolutely not. The
Dude, I
closest
had
thing
a
to a
guy
dress.
interview before in pajamas.
Hold on, I want to hear Amanda. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
Oh. So basically, the only part of the dress code they have is if you have long hair, you have to pull it up in a ponytail because if it gets caught in the conveyor, it will scalp you. That's really it. Other than that, they don't have a formal dress code, or you have to wear like a PPE vest, like a reflective vest, depending on what area you work in. And other than that, that's really it. You know, people come in wearing like just this is a shirt with pajama pants or like rolled out of bed, or they come in, some people just very nice for work, like they just, it's wild. Some I seen like most of the people this week were all wearing Halloween costumes, but the Halloween costumes were wild. I'm like, how do you work in this hot ass warehouse in a costume like that? Like I get like wearing a crop top and like some shorts. Sometimes they be wearing some really high booty shorts, and I'm like, you should not be wearing those, or you are the right person to wear those, and that's fine by me. But like even like dudes, it's funny because the girls will dress super sloppy, but the guys really don't. The guys either wear like athletic wear or like just jeans and a shirt. It's really funny how that dynamic works. Or some
Well,
women
I
will come
feel
in
like
their
athletic.
full makeup, eyelashes, and I'm like, you're in a warehouse, bitch. Like,
I feel like
what are
athletic
you
wear on
doing?
guys though, like it's a total like scuzzy look, but it just it doesn't look bad. Like you can just kind of throw in some like basketball shorts and a t-shirt and
Here's the thing with men. If even if they put low effort into their look, if they walk in feeling confident or have what people like to call big dick energy, which fucking exists, by the way, in my opinion, they're gonna look good regardless. It sucks as a female because we put so much, some of us put a lot of effort in and we judge ourselves so harshly and we have self-esteem issues and all that. It fucking sucks, bro.
how long did you spend getting ready for the show today?
Like 20 minutes.
I put this shirt on.
That's good. Yeah, that's a great example, sir.
I didn't change my clothes. I wore the same clothes I wore all day. I might have changed the bra for different reasons. But like I went to the grocery store with a no makeup on and I brushed my hair and then I put like a knit hat on because it's freaking cold down here in Georgia.
For the record, guys, we told her not to put the bra on and to free boob it. Okay, we would have all enjoyed that. But
No.
Shannon has self-respect, which I wish she would get rid of because I want to see them titties.
No, it's just like different angles. Like it makes me look like I'm like a huge heifer because the boobs are big. So if you're only seeing like the boob level, it makes me look a lot bigger than I am. So like I have to have like the bra that like keeps things
Yeah, I see
tight.
what you're
I don't.
saying.
So I'm not like all like blah 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 around.
I
And yes,
strongly.
I know, I'm sure. Let's go for a walk is thinking some things.
I strongly disagree with every single word that just came out of your mouth. But
I mean, I understand how she feels. Do I think that about her ever? No, absolutely not. I think Shannon looks great all the time. But I understand how she feels because even though I don't have the biggest boobies, I mean they
got
happened
bigger
at some point. They got bigger. Thanks for noticing. No, they got bigger, but like I know that feeling where like I know I'm like boobies, put them away. No, well, I'm not wearing a bra because
Hide the
I'm lazy
shame,
and I took
Amanda.
a shower.
Hide the shame. You have boobs. Look,
No, boobs
1800.
are
You're like,
shameful.
you have boobs. That's a sin. Hide them or you go straight to hell.
No, they didn't hide them. They wore corsets and they were like, set
Well,
them
it
puppies
depends.
up, lift and
Not
separate.
those Protestants. Not those.
Oh no, not the Protestants. You're
No,
right. No,
you
he's
hide
No.
your
yeah.
sins because that is a sinful
It
thing.
was more of a your lower ankles showing, like you whore.
I mean, and if a man was attracted to you and you wouldn't marry him, he would just claim that you were a witch and burn you at the stake.
Yeah,
Burner.
that's
That
dude.
way,
You
he's
know,
not
God, could
tempted
you
by
imagine?
you. Entering, she's forcing me to be sinful in thoughts. She's a witch.
Yeah, I would have been considered a witch at fucking 9 years old and burned at the stake for sure. I was a wild fucking child from day one.
You can imagine living in a time where like you had to be so repressed. Could you even imagine that?
I'm
I
a
would just
I'm a
fucking
white
hang
male. Like
myself.
I don't know anything about oppression, so
Yeah,
Well,
all that privilege, man. Like God, like
God.
get it away. Like it stinks.
yeah, like ugh,
That's
ugh.
why you're like so rich and famous and living the life of your
Just you
dreams.
just don't struggle
Doing
ever, you
doing,
know.
doing a podcast with two of my best friends in the basement.
This is a very nice basement, isn't it? Like,
It's
look,
a very nice basement.
I changed angle. This is the only nice room in the basement, by the way. It's the only finished room in the basement.
Yeah, but it looks nice. I like the mirror and the colors, so it's nice. It looks really good.
These were the colors, like, because it's also got like yellow, like walls.
A
But
little counter
these,
color.
yeah, these were the colors in my that I did my office in back in Maryland, and I liked so much. And then all the stuff that I have for my walls kind of like needed these colors, so that was the first thing I did. I went and bought paint and painted my office these colors.
I like it. I like the nostalgia-ish about it. It's
Oh
cute.
yeah, no. You should see the other wall. Like I did
She has her signed Jody Berry poster up
here,
there.
go grab
Oh, of course she does. You know what I still have tucked away and I've never been able to put up is all my Jake Lewis signed stuff, who I've given up on, by the way.
yeah. Like
Yeah, a little bit.
check this out. I Maj Podged all my old like ticket masters
Oh,
and like concert tickets to like 2 canvases. They're up on the wall. But yeah, like what do you do with those things? I was like, I'm gonna make like some art out of them. So
that's a
they're
good idea. You know, I thought about doing that with a lot of my old band t-shirts that have like holes in them. Like there's my one Black Flag shirt has like a hole right over my nipple, which is it gets caught in it sometimes, and I'm like, I can't wear this out. This is awful. So like I wear it to like do dumb shit like around the house, and I'm like, I definitely have to wear a bra or my nipple pokes out of it. But anyway, I thought about taking some of my old torn up band t-shirts like that, like all the punk rock stuff and all that, and like making like a blanket out of it. I've seen like some pretty cool quilts, and I can sew pretty well, so like why the fuck not? Like it's a good idea, but I haven't gotten around to it. You know.
I mean, you could definitely do some cool stuff with it. Like
Yeah.
I cut up a lot of t-shirts with like the hope that one day I would make a blanket, and I never have. But like I had like
Yeah,
an
see,
old shirt from like the 90s, and like my very first Soundgarden concert, which was I think 94, summer 94. Yeah, I
nice.
got a whole bunch of I know I'm so freaking old, aren't I?
Hey, nobody said that.
I
He
just
did.
did.
He
Just
did.
did.
He just did.
Mike,
You're so
take it back.
Hey, it's the one thing he has. He will always be younger than me.
Yeah, isn't that great? Like I'm still dating people younger than me. Person. Not by much.
You're not now. I'm sorry.
I'll always have a young hot boyfriend, I guess. Samesies with you.
Does T count?
He is younger.
And you do see him all the time. And you just got in your first fight today.
We did get in our first fight today.
What?
The service.
Well,
Yeah.
His coworker is like, this is another reason why I keep saying that one day I'm like, he's just gonna come home and be like, I want to be a woman, or he's gay or something. Cause like one of his coworkers, like, just a relationship, not really. Like, there's no
He's
way.
prior,
Wait, what
he's
are-
prior service too.
so prior service, both mechanics.
Well, he's a
There's a
CSA
lot
now.
of gay shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not that technical, which is why they got in a fight today. But anyway, but it was just really funny because it's like sometimes like the way they are with each other, I'm like
I messaged Daniel today too.
so waiting for them one day.
Wait, let me ask you this.
Embrace and kiss.
When you go and visit him at work, do his coworkers like grab his dick and tell them that they are jealous of you? Because like that happens to me when I go to Chris's job. His one coworker is always
Oh,
so mad
Oh,
that
they
I'm
would
there
no
because I'm
none of
taken
my
away.
coworkers would grab my dick.
no, like thank God that
Oh,
isn't. I mean, now
that's-
he's older than most of his coworkers. Like there's only one that's older, two. Well, the owner and
But
then
you guys don't do gay jokes, like real fun, just good old American boy gay
oh,
jokes?
no, I mean honestly, like they're a really good group of guys. Like, like they're not really that bad. Like Mike's the worst of all of them.
I'm like hands
Um,
down like the worst by like there's no one even
I'd
remotely
expect
close
no
to my
less.
level. Like, you know, like yeah, they're
but it's cool
they're
because they're
they're
making
good,
him
wholesome
better. Yeah,
guys. They're
they're
good,
making
wholesome
him
guys.
better and
Wholesome.
them worse. But yeah, like I'm like one day, yeah, one day, like him and T are just gonna embrace and kiss. I feel it.
It's no. But I messaged Daniel today.
Oh yeah.
And I told him I sent him a gift saying I missed him.
Daniel
And
was the coworker that left. He was
he
like
was fire
Oh.
service too.
yeah.
And
We have his motorcycle out in our garage.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
this is
okay.
the
So that's
740
the
out there. And,
gotcha,
and
gotcha.
he's like,
It sounds terrible. It's like the worst sounding
he's
bike in
like,
the world.
I don't like you. And but he messaged me back saying, I've been driving my truck all night thinking about you. So then I
Oh,
sent him a gift of like a melting heart.
So that means at least it's
oh,
working, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's so cute. I love it. Oh, my heart hurts for you.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
I miss Daniel.
I'm sorry. Well, I mean, hopefully you can hang out with them
But
sometime soon.
I mean, part of it, I'm not gonna lie, a little tiny bit of it's kind of selfish because yeah, I love Dale, but Dale can't do engines and Daniel could. So me and Daniel could do engines. So now I'm doing all of the engines and all of the
Ew.
ground services and all of the big
He's doing
jobs.
all the stuff.
Yeah.
And Dale's like putting accessories on. I'm like, I want to put an accessory. I want to
And
do an exhaust.
it's so funny. Like he moved to Georgia because he wanted to get work on motorcycles and get back
And
into
then
the
I complain
motorcycle
about it
industry.
all the time.
And like now,
Well,
like,
that's it's the nature of the beast.
and so now he's like proven that he can do stuff, and now he's getting all the big jobs, and now he's like, I just want to do oil change.
Like
I want to be a lube tech.
just I just want a first service because I actually make money then. Like
Yeah, yeah.
warranty jobs don't pay money. Like
No, I'm sure.
I don't want to do like
But you work for an Aprilia dealership, yeah?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? You guys should be getting paid the big bucks. That's all fucking specialty shit. I don't know. Bike shit, weird shit.
Specialty just means we can charge more per hour. We don't get actually paid anything more.
That's so gay. God, just
Now,
Aprilia itself.
I am very, very lucky to be hourly. Plus, if I hit like a certain hour, I can get commission. The problem is we're not bringing that much work in that I'll ever hit my like hour mark to make a commission on top of it.
Interesting.
So it's so it was a pay cut to come here, but I get to work on bikes every day.
Yeah, but yeah, I was gonna say, so it's no different than when I went from cutting hair to fastball. That was a huge pay cut at the time, and I'm just now climbing back up to the same pay rate. Oh my God, I enrolled in health insurance today, which was I had free health insurance all the way up until August because, my son's disabled, blah, blah. Now I make too much money. So he's covered, but I no longer am. And dude, fucking healthcare is a scam. How do you adults do it?
I do it through work.
VA.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, I did it through. Oh yeah, you have the VA. I don't have that. Yeah, because I'm not like disabled through the VA or anything. So like I don't.
I am working on mine, but I have a 0% right now. So because it actually I got out and they're like, yeah, 0%, but you can always do it later. You can always do it later. Just don't worry about it. You're fine.
Of course,
You're
yeah.
fine. And
Classic
then
VA.
Yeah, then all kinds of issues later, and they're like, well, you have to jump through all these hoops now if you want to do it. So, but it's fine. It's fine.
You're gonna do it though, right?
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, fucking bleed them dry, dude. For real.
Well, no, we don't want to do that. It's just,
Yes, you do. It's the
no,
VA. Do you know
no,
how
no,
much
no,
money
no,
these
no, no.
fuckers?
I mean, like, but like, I actually pay
I
taxes. I actually pay taxes. Okay, so it's
yeah.
like I want people to be responsible because a lot of people do take advantage of the situation.
Everybody
and this
does.
Yeah,
is-
for sure, for sure. I don't mean bleed them dry like
Like it's
fucking be a
older
dick and
and like
lie. I mean
things
go get
hurt.
what you deserve.
Yeah, exactly. Like go in and be honest and get what you deserve. Like my ex, like he didn't think he needed anything. I made him sign up because he had total PTSD. He didn't see it.
Oh, for sure.
And like it
Yeah.
was so funny because when he went for his appointment, I'm like, listen, I'm like, when you go for the PTSD appointment, like I know you don't think anything's wrong with you. I know you don't see any of this. So what I want you to do is I want you to answer the questions. No, I don't think I do, but this is what my wife sees. And and you know what? He got the full coverage for the PTSD. Because
Sick.
he's literally that messed up. Yes. So
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
I just realized we're 5 minutes to
I'm
10 and
obviously
we didn't talk
my
about Day of
fate
the
gets-
Dead.
We talked about Day of the Dead, and it's 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, yes. So
This episode may have to run a little bit late. Sophie's trying. She's
I'm ready to
little stuff
learn.
over there.
so we got a kid trying to get in the
Stand
room.
by.
No. Sophie, go upstairs. And we'll be up when we're done the show, okay? Yeah, bye.
You're the one that slept all after dinner.
Sorry, like seriously, like I have the door locked. Like, isn't that a sign to like go away? But no, the child is like putting her foot under the door and she's knocking on it. And it's like
How old is she now? I don't remember.
12. Like, do you need attention?
Oh, yeah.
You just slept since dinner because you had a massive migraine. Like, she wouldn't eat my dinner. She won't eat dinner. And then all of a sudden she magically has a migraine. So then she took a nap.
Dude, those years are rough.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute while she was sleeping, but like
her and Fluffy were all snuggling.
Like I just went to the grocery store and I bought so much yummy foods and stuff, and then like the child just won't eat my dinner. Like it's not what I wanted.
Oh, Day of the Dead.
Oh yeah, Day of the Dead. So like this is the first year I was like, we're going to do a Day of the Dead celebration. And I know, but I never actually like knew. So I'm still learning. Anybody has any kind of comments, suggestions, cultural events or anything, please post them in the comments or in the live chat, please. So like we're started like making like a little altar of like our pictures of our family members who have passed and like little keepsakes and things like that. I did not know that apparently marigold flowers are like a thing when it comes to the Day of the Dead, and you're supposed to put them with everything because apparently the scent of marigolds helps attract the spirits and helps them find their way back to us.
That makes Coco make a lot more sense.
I didn't see that movie.
It's really good. Really good.
Oh, you know what movie?
One of my daughter's favorite movies.
Yeah. I totally meant to mention this because it was great. So I got super high on mushrooms on Friday while I was at Chris's house, of course, because like what else would I do, right? And we watched Knock at the Cabin. Yo, that shit was so intense. It was such a good movie. It's an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Oh no, that one was weird.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Everybody was like, everybody ended up there. It was definitely a weird one.
I mean, all of M. Night Shyamalan's movies are weird, so
you know what?
Yeah, he's the best.
None of them were as good as the Alien one. Signs.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good.
You know what? I have.
Is that Underworld? I love that movie.
It's Evolution, but then I have the assigned Lady in the Water, which is M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got like the entire cast and M. Night's autograph on it. That was a really cute movie, actually. I love all of his movies where it's like everything happens for a reason kind of a thing. And that is Lady in the Water. That was the movie Signs. Like those are my favorite, I think, because of that kind of thing. But anyway, so yeah, we're doing that. So like up on my altar, we have like pictures of Sammy, my grandparents that have passed.
So what do you honor? Like, what is the idea? I don't know shit about shit. But what's the idea of like putting their pictures of an altar and remembering that? I'm sure it's
Well,
like a
so with like, yeah,
remembrance, a
so the Day
memorial.
of the Dead is basically a celebration of those who are no longer with us. So the idea in like that culture is basically, as long like somebody will survive in the afterlife as long as they are remembered. So like once they're stopped being
Okay.
remembered, which is kind of funny because like my belief system is like when we die, like we eventually will be reborn, we'll be reincarnated, but not until almost that point where we are forgotten. Like once we are forgotten, we can be reborn. So like somebody like Albert Einstein, it's going to be hundreds of years before he
So,
ever has a chance to live.
wow, that is an interesting concept I never really thought of. And I like to learn. I'm not religious or like whatever, as you guys know, but I like to learn about different belief systems and thoughts and possibilities and all that. I never, so the idea of being forgotten, then you're reincarnated. So would you want their spirit to be reincarnated? Is that their best case scenario, or is it to be remembered in the afterlife? Like, what's the best
Well,
case scenario, do you
I
think?
don't think necessarily like the Mexican culture believes that they're like in reincarnation. I think it's just
I
more
think once
of
you're
like,
forgotten, I think you're like poof.
yeah, it's like then you're poof and you're no longer are really there. It's like
Yeah, and
as
that
long
makes
as
them sad. They don't want to forget in that
Well,
but
the
case.
book of life they actually go into, which is another animated
yeah,
kids movie, but that's really good too.
but
But
yeah, so like I have no idea where I even got like the reincarnation thing. Like my brother asked me like, why do you believe what you believe? And I'm like, I have no idea. It's almost like I just
You
know it
just feel it. Yeah.
because I grew up in a Pentecostal Christian church, and there's so many
Hmm.
different belief systems, and there's so many different things that I've learned. Like I've researched all these different things. Like I love what is it? Jewish what is it? Kabbalah. Like I love the Kabbalah
Okay.
creation story. Like it is like the most beautiful, perfect explanation of who we are and why we exist. But like so it's like I pick up pieces from a bunch of different things, and it's kind of just morphed into what I believe in. And so I do believe that we
it's
get a
just not a
chance.
religion.
I I believe that we get a chance, like every time we get the chance to be in a human form, it's a chance to perfect and to kind of like accomplish something. Like we're here for a reason, So like if we do a really great job or we're very impactful, it just means that we don't get a chance to do it again for a while. So like somebody like Hitler isn't going to be reincarnated anytime soon. Same with like
Yeah, well, he made a huge impact, whether negative or positive, of course, is
exactly.
not really up for debate, but it was an impact no less. So, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So, so it's like it's almost, and I think that's one of the things like where I'm at in my life right now. Like most of my life, I've wanted to be rich, I've wanted to be famous, I've wanted to be like an actress, I wanted to, be like famous in a band. Like I wanted all these things. And for the first time in my life, I'm like, you know what? No, like I'm okay not being famous. Like I couldn't even imagine being able to like to not go someplace or to have to deal with like the hassle or just social media and all that craziness. Like I like,
I
especially
just
living in a place where
I just
nobody knows me.
I
I
just
like
want
being
enough money to
anonymous.
not have to have a mortgage. That would be fantastic.
You know what?
It's so off the rails.
Like, I
I mean,
mean,
that's not much. Like that's not asking for much. Like,
we'd have a lot of money to do things, wouldn't we?
all the track days, all the
Oh, come
motorcycles,
on. You get like
all
all
the
the things you want
traveling.
right now anyway. That's
No,
not true because you should see like every day he's as bad as his kid. He like they both just want things all the time. Like everything out of their mouth is something that they want. Like spend money,
no,
spend money, spend money,
no,
spend.
that's not true. I've
And
been
it
much better.
begins.
I've been
You've
much
been
better.
much better, yes, but you still like have your wish list going in the corner of your brain.
Oh, there's definitely.
Absolutely. Don't we all?
Well,
Don't we
no, there's
all?
not. I don't have a wish list as much as prioritizing things that I want or need. I rode my motorcycle into work today. It was
Mhm.
31 degrees when I left the house. I wore my snowboarding mittens, and it was at that point I was like, I need real winter riding gloves.
Wow, you ride in the cold, old man? I haven't done that in years.
I mean, he's going to have to
Look,
because his coworkers make fun of him when he doesn't.
I if I would,
Uh,
everybody rode their motorcycles into work today, except for
wow.
King, the
The
Vespa,
Vespa,
but.
but it was still a two-wheel thing.
Yeah, and he rides. This kid rides. He's 25. He's not a kid. He rides from
He's a
Atlanta.
kid. He could be my kid.
Oh, he's a kid. He's
He
totally a
rides-
kid.
Older than him.
He rides from Atlanta, so he crashed his Toronto 660, and they're still like meshing out the insurance. But we have like a Vespa 300 that he can ride, like like any of us can ride it. But we're like, you ride it. So he rides from Atlanta to our work every day, which is like he does like 15 miles, 20 miles on I-20 on a Vespa, but it goes 80 miles an hour, and he just but yeah, it was quite cold. And if I take the car, I get made fun of. So I gotta.
He took the car yesterday, and it wasn't even as cold as today, and they still made fun of him.
Well, that was because of my visor, and I was running late. But
Sure.
it was.
Well, anyway, we gotta wrap it
Well,
up.
I mean, I'd make fun of you too if you showed up to a motorcycle shop with the car of lesbians.
It's not the car of lesbians. It's the car.
Go ahead.
Subarus are the cars of well-rounded.
Yuppies.
No, not maybe
Well,
some
I
yuppies.
mean-
There are lots of different people drive Subarus.
and my daughter drives a
Responsible people drive
My
Subarus.
drives a Subaru.
Except for the STI and
and
WRX.
she's
Responsible
not a
people don't drive
lesbian.
those.
I mean, she might dabble, there a little bit here and there, but like she's not a lesbian. And like it's a good sturdy like 4-wheel drive, especially.
Oh, they're solid cars. So I give it that.
yeah.
As long as you don't have that fucking boxer.
Responsible people drive them
my-
besides
my-
STI and the
My
WRX.
should have been mother, Sue Blaney. She her and her husband only drove Subarus for the longest time, like years and years and years.
Chris said well-rounded lesbians.
I mean, Mike does claim to be a lesbian some days.
This is true.
I love vagina. I would make a great lesbian.
All you need is those titties.
Yeah, dude, you can't be a lesbian without nice titties.
I got nice
Sorry,
titties.
bud.
I got my man boobies. I don't want them.
I mean, you do have boobs. I will give you that. But anyway, we got to wrap this show up. So first off, thank you everybody for watching. If you happen to be watching and you live in the West Atlanta area in Georgia and you ever want to hang out, you should totally hit up me and Mike because I need friends that are near me. I need like people to come over and have like drinks with me on Saturday nights or Friday nights or whenever.
Friday nights because I can't drink Friday night.
I can drink Friday nights, but like I can drink whenever. I can obviously we're drinking on a Wednesday night.
This is true, but we can't
But
get
anyway,
swam during the week.
Anybody in the area that's really cool, who has tattoos and rides motorcycles, tell them to hit me up. You can come.
Tattoos non-negotiable.
I need like in-person friends.
No, I definitely I
miss-
say nowadays tattoos are negotiable.
No, Kiwis Road, Mike's are bigger than mosquito bites. Like they really
Ooh.
are.
Yeah,
They're
like,
a solid A
we-
cup.
We were actually talking about tattoos when we were out Friday night. Remember that girl with all the tattoos? Like this girl, I don't think she normally probably would never have any tattoos, but this bitch was like covered like neck down in tattoos.
And I had made a comment about like the girls on Instagram that like the only reason they got tattooed like all over is because like they want their 15 minutes of fame kind of a thing. Like
Oh yeah, you could tell by the types of tattoos they have for sure.
Or the ones
yeah.
that's like or the really hot girl who probably didn't have any tattoo and now she's dating a tattoo artist and he like just gave her anesthesia and like tattooed her for 3 days straight. Like yeah. So anyway, this girl walks in and she's like in this pink tight little outfit and like and it like
No butt.
well, yeah, no butt, total white girl. But like then like when we left, Mike's like, I think she's one of those like you were talking about, like the girls that only got tattooed for opportunity. But it was just really funny. I'm like, see, like they're out there.
And she was talking
so
to a dude who looked awfully suspiciously like a porn director or like producer or something.
Oh,
But I mean, it doesn't. Anybody can be a porn star thanks to the internet,
It's a gift and a curse.
And what exactly is a porn star? Like, like qualification, like how many views or how much money you have to make to actually.
Can I tell you how much time a day while I'm mindlessly filling vending machines, I think about what qualifies somebody as a porn star, not just a porn actress? I literally spend a lot of my time just thinking about what qualifies somebody as a porn superstar. Like,
That's
sure, you
something
could
I
be
never thought about, but
Mia Khalifa or whatever the fuck her
I feel
name
like
is.
you have to know like multiple people, like like multiple, like pretty much every person has to know who they are. Like every guy, at least, like every
Yeah.
guy knows who Mia Khalifa
So
is.
we got yeah, everybody knows who she is. God, she takes a lot of dick. It's an Olympic sport for her. But like, I mean, how many modern names do we know today that we would consider a porn star other than just random, just porn bitches? Like, I
Like
watch porn
like
more than
I'm
anybody
trying to
does. So
even
like,
think of like the real. I'm trying to even think of like the real porn stars that I follow on Instagram. Like
Well, they're all old now. Like Jenna Jameson has got to be
yeah,
pushing
she
50.
doesn't even count
um
anymore. She's so like not relevant. The only porn star I know of, like other than Miss Khalifa or whatever the fuck, is the chick with the split hair. She was dating that one dude, but
How
like she's
about
on TikTok.
Chrissy Mack?
No. This other girl, she's a little awkward looking, but she's always got like split colored hair, like two different
Oh.
colors or something. God, it's like she lives in her house. They call it the trippy house or whatever. I don't know. It's
again,
wild, but she's cool.
I don't even like follow that many anymore. It's just so annoying. But no, I'm thinking of like my brain is like Molly Matheson and
I
that
feel
just
like
sitting there,
amateur is
right?
so popular right now that like being a porn star isn't like the thing to do. It's like, oh, I'm an amateur and
No,
probably
you're
still
just
making
you
more
just
money than like the
do
stars.
porn, or you're just like, what the fuck? What's the qualification? I'm a sex professional. Like,
Well, I
fuck.
mean, here's the thing too. Like, like actually, there's a really great movie on Showtime that I watched that it kind of like it follows like a girl who moves to America from like Sweden, and it's like not real. It's like a fake documentary style, but like
Hmm.
she gets in and she wants to be the best porn star ever. But the thing is like, what's gonna set you apart? Like, you got to do things that nobody else does. But the problem is everybody's done everything now. Like, there's
Like,
nothing that
how much?
like
And
there's
some of the shit
nothing.
out. I mean, I never kink shame. Okay, I don't kink shame. I mean, would I do majority of the things out there? No. Have I done some wild shit? Maybe. That's up for debate. But like, I mean, I mean, how much? How do I want to word this? I can't
How
articulate.
many peni can you put in a hole before
Yeah,
you're
that's like old. Nobody cares about how many dicks go in one hole anymore.
I guess like for me, it's like, I guess it depends on what is your life goal. Like if you ever hope to have a successful relationship with the person that is going to love you for you, like having that in your life as like part of your history is going to make that very hard. Because not only that, like I don't,
Well,
well, here's the other thing though, like I don't care who you are as a woman who subjects yourself to stripping, porn, whatever, if you're getting paid for your body, even if it's just a sugar daddy and you're keeping your clothes on, there is always going to be part of you that you're going to self-doubt and you're going to have a really hard time with relationships. And I don't care what
oh, for
anybody
sure.
says, like
Yeah.
that is just
all right.
basic fact.
So
But
in 2 weeks
here's
from now episode, sex workers and Amanda and Shannon's thoughts on them.
I mean,
I have nothing but
listen,
positive thoughts. Do you, girl? But like, I just
I've
personally don't
never
have the
gotten
self
paid to
confidence
have
for it.
sex, but I've gotten paid to do some pretty freaky things. Okay. Like this is not a secret. Okay. My past is not a secret. And I will tell you, I've had to do a lot of work on myself to be able to have a healthy relationship with somebody. Like we're in a
So
healthy.
so
Would you consider
okay. So
yourself like would you consider that healthy? But
I
like,
know what my
Yes, it's
opinion is on
healthy.
this. Yeah, it's totally healthy. I know what my opinion is on this, and I kind of have. I don't think it's 100% for sure, but I would say a lot of women who get into that industry, no matter what facet of the industry, comes from a place of trauma in some way, shape, or form. And I'm not going
Well,
to say that's 100%. That might not always be the case, but I
it's
would
like
say it's a good big chunk
99.9%.
or
for
just
sure.
they're lacking the self-esteem. They're looking for something to fill a
Yeah,
hole or a void. No pun intended
I'll fill some
there,
holes.
but seriously, a pun there. Okay, but like it's to like to prove that they're worth something. Like they're trying to feel worthy, and it's
Oh, for sure.
like, don't get me wrong, like, and I speak because I'm coming from that place. I'm coming from a place
Mhm.
of like I had the low self-esteem. I did a lot of things, like I wore those stiletto heels, you know, like I did. And don't even get me wrong, it was great. But at the same time, like I lost a fiance over it, you know, somebody who really, really, really loved me because I wasn't good in the relationship because of what I was doing, you know, semi-professionally. And then the next two relationships were a total shit show. But I've had to, you know, like I guess people don't always think of what they're going to think of themselves 20 years from now. You know, like will the person
We're
like will you
humans. We're
20
we're
years from
living in the
now
moment.
be proud of who you are and what you're doing today? And then plus and then there's also the long-term thing. Like yes, there is granny porn, but realistically, how long does that stuff last? And then
And
like
Yeah.
and then like
and regardless, like it's on the internet. It's there forever.
once you become famous for flashing your pussy, like no offense, you're always going to be that girl, you know, like
Oh, for sure. So,
you can go to a bike thing and be like, and everybody's gonna be whispering and pulling up pictures of you naked from the internet and be like, yeah,
oh,
that's
I
weird.
Oh
experienced
no, I
that
would
with one of my
Yeah,
closest
you did
friends,
that with a
dude.
bunch of guys. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I experienced that with one of my closest friends. She was in the industry in a big way, and she was pretty much laughed out of all the bike groups, all that, the track, and she doesn't ride anymore because of mean ass bitches who gave her shit. When, mind you, most of the guys in these groups were like some of her biggest fans, which is insane. But anyway, what I was gonna say before that is,
That's a whole nother thing.
fuck.
Like the whole like motorcycle industry is so hard on women. Like it is
I
insane.
Oh,
couldn't
fucking for
imagine.
sure. Sometimes, yeah.
Then
I feel bad for you guys because like I can just go to a track day by myself and you know like if I don't want to have to talk to anybody, I don't have to. Like I can just go there, I can ride, I can do my thing, I set up, or I pack up, I go home. You know,
So
I'm
I
happy
I
I'm
I have
not
the
like
same
I'm
experience. I have the same experience Mike has. I go, I do my thing, whatever. I don't have the bad experiences that other women have, so it was always hard for me to identify. But I
personally,
also don't walk around.
I'm happy I'm old and
Yeah.
I'm not like super freaking hot. Like those are two things I'm actually
Oh,
happy with.
shut the fuck up,
Like
Shannon.
look,
You are hot.
so
like
tell me that neither one of you guys have gone to track days and at least had like coaches pay extra more, like a little more attention to
no. I mean,
No, 'cause I'm
like
kind of a
we
bitch.
can't count
I'm
Lenny.
kind of
Like
a
he's
bitch.
old
No,
married, and we send cat
no,
we can send cat like videos
not
back
that
and forth. Like dude,
anyone like
Yeah, he's a trip, dude.
I
He's a
don't.
trip.
I guess like I don't project myself in a super feminine like kind of way. Like
maybe that's the problem.
I've always been one of the guys, no matter what. I've always
I
been one of
remember
the
up at
guys.
NYST one time, this girl that I
Giddy up,
wasn't a
giddy
big
up, giddy up, up,
wasn't a
giddy
big
up,
fan
giddy
of.
up, giddy up, up.
So it's windy. Like this is NYST, which is on a
Oh,
mountain.
are we? Do I know who you're talking about?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe, probably. It doesn't start with a B.
But it starts with a P.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
A
that girl.
So,
P.
no.
Oh,
Wait.
her IG.
Oh no,
Oh,
not
different
no,
girl? Okay.
different girl. I'll show you her then. But anyway, so it is on a mountain. It is like a storm is blowing in, and she is setting up her easy up in a sundress. And this big gust of wind comes and
I know who you're talking about.
blows it up, and she's like, "Oh," and like, what are you doing? Like you can
Who
see
the
there are
fuck goes
clouds
to
in
a
the sky,
track
like
in a sundress,
like she's
dude?
been in this track before. She know it rains there like almost every single time you're there, and just oh, setting my easy up in a sundress on a windy, overcast, cold day. Like what's
Yo, you
wrong?
know what would always get me is the girl that I coached with.
Yes, they're
Okay.
white.
The girl that I coached with, I won't say where because I'm not trying to piss people off, but would come in with full on like camel toe, full face and makeup to tech in bikes. And I would just look at her and be like, why? Why? I don't want to see your pussy lips this early in the morning, okay? But then you have
But the
all the
guys
guys
do.
fawning over her.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
dude, they love it.
like obviously
It
there's
was
something
obvious.
obviously it's something that she needs in her life to make her feel complete.
I know. I'm over there in like sweatpants, my weird ass pink
And
fucking ball shorts that I would always wear at the track. Like,
this is the problem us women have.
I love your basketball shorts, by the way.
Mike, they're the best. My
This
lucky shorts and my
problem
lucky
that us
glasses.
women have, we claim don't body shame us. We claim, that like don't sexualize us if we dress, a little too revealing or something. But when you do it, like, no offense, but men are programmed to be attracted
Exactly. You
to
can't fuck with biology. It's
they are,
biology.
and I mean, so it's like you're just putting yourself down a notch. Like, you can't be taken seriously. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, yeah, I know Kim Kardashian did a sex tape and now she's a freaking millionaire and is owning the
Was
world.
she a millionaire
But you know
before
what?
that though?
How many other girls have shown their, like, done all that same kind of stuff and they're still trash? It's like, I don't know. But anyway, we gotta go. So we're gonna go.
We'll care so we can
I
carry
love,
this on.
I love how we like total rabbit holes. We are so ADHD. It's amazing.
I love it. It's my favorite.
All right. So again, if you're in like the West Atlanta area and you want to hang out, hit me up.
And the best part is we get to keep talking.
Oh, I gotta pee and you gotta do with Sophie because
I
I'm
know. All right.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching our insanity. We appreciate you. We will be back in 2 weeks for another Hump Day Hangouts.
Can we start calling it the Hump Day Hangout of ridiculous bullshit?
Hi.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for watching. See you later. And don't forget to come find us on socials. Bye.
Not on Facebook. Fuck off.
All right. I do. I got to pee like a mofo.